Hello viewers and welcome back to the card mat. I'm going to show you a nice slate now, and it's called the centre palm, and it's basically a way of controlling a card which is seen to be going into the middle of the pack and controlling it so you've actually took it away in your hand. Now, there's loads of different methods for doing that. I'm just going to go through 4 with you. Any one of these will be good enough for you. Take your time, practice them, see which one you think works out best for yourself, and away you go. So first off, here comes, well, a little demo of the 4 different ways, and then the tutorial for them will be after. Right, well I hope one of them caught your eye and you've hung around to see how they're done. I'm sorry I can't give names to them. Getting old, memory's not any good anymore. Forgetting all kinds of things I am. So I obviously can't give them names, so I can't give credit to nobody. I'm very sorry about that. If you know what they're called, put it in the comment box down below, let me know. My brain hurts. Anyway, the first one I've done is probably about the easiest one. And as I say, you can do it with the spectator's card, get them to pick a card and riffle the pack and get them to put it in halfway if they choose to. And I'll say the first one is about the easiest one, and all you're doing is pushing down, moving these 2 fingers out of the way and pushing down on that corner of the card so that bit there sticks up a bit, but not all the way in. You just want it to go about, oh, that was way too far in. Get myself right. Start again. Get the card put in and you're pushing it down basically onto an angle like that. But then you're going to just grip that corner with your little pinky, the bend in your little pinky, and just slide the card out. And trying to hold your hand natural and don't have your fingers open and don't have your thumb sticking up like that. So again, you get the card, it gets put into the middle, you push down on that side so that corner there is sticking out, and then you just clipping your little finger around that corner and pulling the card free. And obviously when you get it here, you can always pull your fingers back, or you can just relax your finger, drop it onto the table and pull it away with your hand flat. Anything to make your hand look natural. It is the easiest one, so I'll just do it once more. Goes in, you're pushing down on the corner with the index in, if you're right-handed. It goes down so far, so it doesn't go right into the deck. And then your little finger just curls around it, and you just pull it out and pull your hand away. You will hear slight clicks. With practice you will get rid of them. I'm not bothered about you hearing them on this, I'm not doing it that perfect. But you will hear little clicks just as the cards coming out. With practice you will get your positioning right, so that you can get the card to come out and it's silent, as you just seen. Right, so that was the first one. The second one I've done is a more advanced step to that one basically. And again, you do the exact same thing. You put the card in and you push it down on that corner. But you're pushing it in further this time. Or you can push it in the same, it doesn't matter. You will feel the corner of the card come out at the bottom onto your thumb. Then you know you've gone far enough. Then all you're going to do then is use your index finger, or your first finger, and your thumb to pinch this end of the packet pretty firmly. And that'll just cause a little mouth to open up on this side. Because what you're going to do now is use these fingers on this hand just to push that card out into your palm and pull your hand away with a hidden. Again, you can take it in your little finger, or when you get practiced enough you can, when you get practiced enough, he says messing up. When you get good enough, you can get it so that you pull it out of there with your hand flat. You're not bending your finger, it's actually coming out in a palm position. Again, don't hold your thumb rigid, try and hold it relaxed. It can be awkward because sometimes you will get the corner just getting in the way of your thumb bending. But most of the times, if you get it right, see, it runs right down the inside of that finger, so it's just hidden there. Gives you more movement with your thumb. And don't be afraid of bending your hand, it's only a card. You can't straighten it. Right? Anything to try and disguise it. So that one again, it goes in, you're pushing down on the index side till it goes down with your thumb at the back. Always make sure you put your thumb at the back when you're doing these type of palms, because it makes it look a bit more realistic than you sticking a card in, trying to square the packet with that thumb in the air. That's awkward. You see what I mean? Pushing that in and then taking it out. You're supposed to be squaring the packet up. Now the natural action to squaring the packet, a card gets put into the pack, you're squaring it up, your thumb goes to the back. So make sure that when you're doing it, your thumb goes to the back, and then you can just pull your hand away and you've got their card. Once more on that one. Goes in, push on the index. Again, moving these fingers out of the way so the card will just kick out slightly. So it just kicks out slightly. Then you're just using them fingers, pinching that side of the pack, using them fingers underneath, the tips of them. It's awkward because I've got it in the wrong position. And kick it out, and if needs to, kick it out more at the bottom. Because if you push it out straight, it'll go funny in your hand. You need to kick it out more at the bottom so it goes straighter. So you can then just catch it in your hand and move your hand out of the way. Again, with their card. Right, so that was the second one. That was a quick run through on the second one. The third one, again, it's a step further than that one. Again, they can put the card in, there's no matter on that. But when you push it down now, again at that index, you want that part, I'll leave this sticking out so you can see what I'm doing. You want that part sticking out the side of the packet, so your thumb can then pull it down the pack, so you get the card sticking out the back. So riffle down, the card goes in, push on the index side, and you've got your hand in front anyway, so they can't see that little bit sticking out. And then your thumb just pushes it down, and then goes into the natural position of clamping the pack. And then all you're doing is just squeezing your hand onto that card and pulling it away. And again, you're going to take their card. So again, push on the index, take it just past the pack, pull it down, get hold of the packet, not too tight, don't squeeze too tight because you'll have a job getting that to come out. So you just put your thumb onto the top just to hold it steady, as that hand then just pulls away and takes that card. And again, if you want to, you can bend your hand if you think it looks more natural, putting it further down into your hand. You can then take it into like a tenkai, really deep down into the hand, and your fingers are free. Or you can take it out so that it stays flat in your hand and your hand stays flat. And you can do what you want with it. I mean, if you wanted to, you could take the card out and just put it straight onto the top of the pack so you know where it is, and you can do what you want with it. But this is basically just for palming the card away to lose it and get it appear somewhere else. So one more on that, and then I'll shut up. You push down on the index, pull it down, grip with your thumb, and just slide it out, and your hand's away. Try and make sure you always keep your fingers shut. I did mention that before, but it is crucial. You do not want to open your fingers and do not have your thumb sticking up like that. Right, the last one before we go too long. Again, it's a riffle down and it's a put in. Again, you do the same thing that you just done on the last one, pulling the card down. But when you get it down so far, you're going to have your little finger at the bottom of it. And all you're doing is using your ring finger just to push it onto your little finger at the bottom, just so it kicks it out of the pack. And then your first finger goes on the top of it, and you just slide it down a bit, and then you just bend the card out of the packet, put it straight up into your hand, and you take your hand away, and you come away with their card. Riffle down, goes in. Again, push on the index, keeping these fingers just out of the way. Pull it down a bit. Your little finger should naturally be on the bottom anyway. As you kick that out to catch it with your first finger, you bend it out, you bring it straight up, right into your hand, and you take your hand away. One more, because this one is about the hardest one. Put it in, push it on an angle, push it down a little bit, only a little bit. Use them fingers to kick it out. See where my little finger is already, and make sure it stays to near this corner, the corner opposite the index. If you have it too far that way, it sort of like turns and can spin and goes all weird on you. So keep your little finger near that index corner. Use your ring finger to swirl it out. And your first finger will just grip straight onto the top. Pull it back a bit. Bend the card. Pull it up. And you got it into your palm. And you've taken the card away. Right. That's my favourite one, that one. That's the one that I use most of the time when I'm doing a bottom palm. Because it looks more natural because you're actually jiggling the pack a bit. Again, if I say you put a card into the pack and you shut it, you give the packet a little jiggle to square it, don't you? Well, in that jiggling motion, you're doing that and getting it up into your palm. I think that gives it the best cover. So I'd practice that one more than any others if I were you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you could make sense of them. I hope you can use them. Please practice, practice and practice. Go and use them. Find one which really suits you and go and use it. And I'll see you soon.